ABO Desire Episode 9 spoilers from the novel. So, after Sang Shayo called Chang Yu to ask for the medicine, he receives a call the next morning by Sun Wanlang, and Sun Wanlang says that he had been handed all the responsibilities regarding the drugs by the ex Holdings representative. And if Sang Shayo wanted the drugs, then he could trade it with Huayang. And if he really couldn't bear to part with Huayang, then he could even send him to X Hotel just for one night too. But Sangshaya was so angry that he caught the call mid-conversation, and he also found Huayang standing not far from him, and he didn't know how much of the conversation he heard, but still he thought that he would never trade Huayang because Huayang was just as important to him as his father. There was time when he thought that it was just for one night, but he quickly threw that thought away because through every action of Huayang, Sang Shayo knew that how much Huayang loved and cherished him. And even though they hadn't really been intimate, slept together, Sang Shayo felt that living that way was also not bad. And his mother had said that love was complicated, and he truly believed that. So he was very much lazy to think about it and didn't want to get involved in it much. But after Huayang, he felt that love wasn't really complicated, and after throwing the messy and nasty desires, whatever remained was still affection so deep that one couldn't bear to part it, then that was love. And Sangshaya thought that he was in love with Huayang. So sweet. And after a few days, Sangshaya's friend called and invited him to an event which was organized by X Holdings, and also suggested that Sun Walang and Sangshaya should talk together and clear up any misunderstandings, for they are involved in the same business and they should think about the long term and all. So Sangshaya went to the event, but he did not take Huayang with him because Huayang's pheromones had been unstable for a few days, and he even had a little fever. So the doctor and he himself advised Huayang to just rest obediently at home. And since he thought that it wouldn't look good and it would seem pitiful if he attended the event without anyone, so he took Sushin with him as his companion. And during the event, Sushin, the Omega girl, would accidentally initiate many intimate gestures with Sangshayo, but since he did not want to seem rude in front of the others, he just let him be. But all their interactions was seen through the CCTVs at the event by Huayang, who was chained up in the suite room of X Hotel, for he was going through his rut and he did not want to go and lose control and hurt Sangshayo. But seeing his beloved Alpha with some other Omega, he really couldn't bear it, and he tore apart his chains and went to look for Sangshayo. And during the event, Sang Malang and Sangshayo once again had a little confrontation where Sangshayo released his suppressive pheromones, and as always, Gautu was the one who got the brunt of it. So Sangsha had actually gone to the event because it was said that the representative of X Holding would also come. But even as the event was coming to an end, that man never showed up, and Sangshayo got fed up with it. And as he was about to leave and return to Huayang's side, he got pulled inside a dark room and was assaulted. Yes, and the grape scene happens between Huayang and Sangshayo. And as for our Samwalang and Gautu, Samwalang got so drunk at the event that he accidentally slept with an Omega, and he was so drunk to the point that he couldn't even remember who the Omega was. But yeah, it was our Gautu, and oh my goodness, the BTS. I'm so excited. And if I remember it correct, Sanwalang and Gautu slept first before Huayang and Sangshayo slept, because as Huayang was looking after Sangshayo, he saw Gautu running from the event all messy and smelling of Omega and Alpha pheromones mixed, as if he had just slept with somebody. So yeah, and he then took a picture of him, but as he was in a rush to find Sangsha, he didn't really give much thought into it. So yeah, in episode 9, both Huayang and Sangsha and Hanmalang and Gautu sleep together. I'm so excited. But yeah, for Huayang and Sangshayo, though even though it's a grape scene, but still I am excited to see how they portray it. Yeah.